single role you've ever done. No, I'm kidding. Okay, how has your MegaCon been so far? It's been quite the weekend.
It's been good. I mean, it's intense, but everyone's been really nice, so it's been pretty easy.
What would you say is the role that people are most excited to get? We gotta cancel the panel. We gotta start over. I'll go backstage again. What would you say are people most excited to when they meet you?
I think it's usually X-23. It's usually like Logan.
Yeah. You guys Laura. Yeah. Are there any Marvel fans in here? Yeah, there's a couple. Okay, I love it. Daphne, I have to ask you, how many times have people asked you if you are in Avengers Doomsday?
Oh my god, like every day of my life. Like even on set, like I'm filming right now, and like crew members will be like, okay, like, do you believe me? I'm like, guys, I actually don't know. Like I genuinely, I know that I lied once, so now no one believes me. I lied one time. I actually have no idea. That's my answer.
No, I love it. My next question for you is, are you in Avengers Doomsday?
What do you mean?
It's so funny, we interviewed you on the red carpet for Star Wars Acolyte, and you had to lie about it.
See, this is the lie that's been haunting me, because I'm like, well, you will know to lie. I'm like, okay, well, I did it one time, and now suddenly I'm the lie.
It seems like an unfair kind of thing, like you have to...
Also, I was contractually obligated to lie.
Really? Is that in your... It says you
Well,
must...
it doesn't say, like, full corporation forces you to lie. You're not allowed to talk about it.
Yeah.
And when you're doing, like, a press tour and you're doing 4 months on the road and at least, like, 70 interviews a day, and every interview is like, so, are you in Deadpool and Wolverine? And you're like, no.
I don't know who those two guys are.
I've never heard of them before. Ryan, is he unbecoming?
Ryan Gosling?
I love Ryan Gosling.
Oh, man. Him as Deadpool, I mean, you know.
He would have killed it.
The multiverse. It's so funny. I remember so vividly. I'll never forget when we got to, it was a big secret, which I love the idea that the contract is just like liar, answer higher, not PDF.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah. And I had to know, it was kind of like we were wondering and we wanted to see you as X-23 again, but we didn't know. And then you were in the trailer and everyone lost their mind. Was just like, okay, we're gonna put the trailer, you're in it. Like, what's that phone call like?
Well, it was a really surreal phone call because I was going to go, I was going to the premiere in New York. Just like they were going to have me at the premiere just for like the vibes, because there was a bunch of other people who, like, you go to premieres because like sometimes your friends are in the movie or whatever, and our story for me to go to the premiere was like, Hugh had invited me. And for months, the narrative had been like, Hugh was invited Daphne to the premiere, and so that's why she was at the premiere. And I was like, at the hairdresser, I was getting a haircut, I had my phone off, so I was getting my hair washed, and then I come out and I see like 3 missed calls from Sean Levy, and I'm like, fuck. I was like, I would cut from the film, like something's happened. I call Sean back, Sean's like, I'm sad, I'm short pregnant, I'm like, I got and I'm kind of panicking. And then I get home and he calls me back and he's like, hey, so trailer coming out tomorrow, you're in it. And I was like, wait, what? I was like, see, and he was like, love you. And then the next day came out.
Wow. And then what was the kind of reaction? Like, I see like all your friends and family are just like, oh my god, you're grown up and you're back in the Marvel universe. Like, that must have been a surreal one, because like I know at IGN we were just like, oh my god, it's real, she's there, it's happening, she's a main character.
I mean, yeah, that was a consensus. And also I was quite good at not telling a lot of people, so a lot of people were like, this is what you were doing last shit, and you weren't telling us where you were. Because I was like, no, I'm just traveling. My friends were like, what are you doing? I was like, no, I'm traveling. I was like, traveling.
Traveling to the void.
Traveling to the void.
Yeah.
I'm currently traveling for 10 days. That was what I did.
That must have been such a crazy, like, and this sounds like a joke question, but like, genuinely, like, is it hard to sleep at night, like trying to, like, every single day you're like, I know everyone that's in the movie, I know everything that's happening?
Well, you kind of don't.
Oh, really?
Like, no, like, it's secret while you're doing it. Like, I got a script, it was all codings for everything, for the locations. No, it's more confusing than that.
Oh,
like,
really?
Yeah, like...
What was your code name?
Lemon. Lemon, which was so random.
Okay.
I was like, who the fuck is Lemon? And then about a week into me reading this, I was like, where is my character in this? And Ron was like, you're Lemon. I was like, oh, that makes sense. But it's like such random clothing. It's like, it could be like dual frame, and you're like, dual frame, and dual frame is like pyro. Like it makes, anyway, so you have no idea what's going on. Like my first costume fitting, it was like, I could see the whole rack of clothes and all the suits and stuff. And I do my fitting, and my fitting's like, it's just jeans and a t-shirt. So I'm like, it's very easy for me. And I see this like, very large, tank top, and it's like, what's this? And they're like, oh, well, someone's fitting after you, and it's Henry Cavill. I was like, oh, no, for sure. Right.
Oh my God.
No, of course, it would have been great to know that. And I also like, the whole Void cast, I didn't go until like a week before. They were like, yeah, so the people here in the Void were the same, Jennifer Connelly, Johnny Dayton, Wesley Snipes. I was like, oh, no, it's so chill. Then,
Totally normal about
so
everything.
no, I'm so fine with this.
Totally fine,
I
yeah.
can't even get it back today.
I wonder, it was Henry Cavill's codename like Strawberry or something?
I think it was genuinely like everyone had random names. And they'll give you other characters' names so that if anyone finds it, they'll be like, it does in the movie, but they're not big someone else.
Oh, great.
So you actually have no idea what's going on.
Yes,
At any point in time.
I'm still wondering if you're lying to us.
Because now that we know a little more of your process, I'm just like,
Like,
Someone else
don't. Hey, don't.
I do want to. You were so good. You're so good in Logan when you were like 11 years old. Like, how was that even? Is that like? How do you get into like? Okay, you're obviously younger. Like you're a wonderful actor, and you obviously get more experience when you're acting, and you're growing as a person and in your craft. Is it weird to kind of like? It's like, okay, I'm Laura again. I'm doing this whole thing. Like, how do you get into your head of when you were like a kid?
Well, there's something kind of terrifying about doing something again as an adult. I mean, as much an adult as I can consider myself, because I'm still very young. But when you do something when you're a kid, it's all just so intuitive and so kind of stuck, I guess, in a way. And as a grown-up, you're much more stuck in here. So I was very worried that it wasn't going to be as good as I was as a kid. That was like a huge idea of mine. And I like went into rehearsals, and I was like so like panicked and anxious.
Well, you were very good.
Thank you. But it was a trek, and the way that I got back into it, because I was very much in my head about it, I'm very stressed, and I really care about this character, and I really care about the world that I'm able to be part of, and I just didn't want to disappoint anyone. And I remember he was like, it was good. And the way that I accessed her again was when we went into stunt training. I found her, like, it was weird, and I feel so crazy. I feel like it sounds so insane to be like her, because I couldn't play her, but she is kind of a different entity to me. But it was really weird, because as soon as I had the clothes back on, and I was in the costume, we were doing the stunts, it was like, oh no, she lives in me. Like, it was so easy to find her again. And as soon as I was in the scene with Hugh, we did our first scene together, I believe, we did like a day of the last scene of the movie, which was just like the marketing, just like hung out, or like caught up.
That was one of the first scenes?
That was my first scene back.
Was the party?
Yes.
Oh my God.
And then the second scene, so that was no dialogue or anything, so it was me and Hugh were just catching up, and we just turned the sound off. So it was us just catching up. And then the next time, so my next day on set was the bonfire scene, which was quite emotional. And
Well, they really had to be like,
yeah,
let's get all the hard stuff out of the way.
Yeah. But as soon as we did that scene, it was so weird. I remember Sean was worried that we weren't going to have that same dynamic. And we did one take, and I remember she just took my hand and was like, bad, stay the hand in up. And I was like, I know, it's crazy. And it just genuinely felt like we were back in the bars shooting Logan. It was so weird.
My God, you're going to be crying on stage here. Is it like, obviously, like, we're all here because we love all the fandoms that we love and Marvel, and like, it's funny because like, I feel, is it weird to like, it's so weird that, like, when you were 10, 11, 12 years old back shooting Logan, like, you step on set, you're there with Hugh Jackman, you're like, wow, you're the guy from The Greatest Showman, and like do
Well, he was
you...
perfect for Greatest Showman.
Well, and that's the thing with
Yeah,
time.
like he'd be like warming up and then as long as in like the trailers and the comments, so was that.
Old Man Logan just
Oh my
singing.
God, was singing like that.
Did you feel like a sense of pressure of just like, okay, I know there's a lot of nerds out there like you guys, who are just like, what is this gonna be like? And obviously like Logan is like a masterpiece, so is there something that you're just kind of like, you're not in your head of being opposite, Hugh Jackman?
I guess me being so young helped in that, because I had no concept of this whatsoever. I was like, I'm having a sick time in the forest, running around with fake blood on me. And then it came out and I was like, whoa, what do you mean? Like, being recognized in fandoms is crazy. Well, I'd watched the X-Men before because my mom loved the X-Men. My mom was like, avid fan of Scarlet Witch. She was like obsessed with like dressing up and like comic book costume. Yeah, like she's a cool bitch.
Okay, we'll leave it out.
Let's leave that. This was what they said. But so I always kind of like known of it and I watched these things with my mom and stuff. So I kind of knew it, but I didn't know to the extent. So for me going on set was, I guess it was almost less daunting than it is now. Because now I understand the world, I understand how much pressure there is on that. And at the time it was just so easy. Like she was just my like on-set dad and was so sweet and so welcoming. Patrick was also like such fun favorite for me, and James, and it was just so like the best time when I felt we were talking about it a few months ago about how it really felt like even though it really wasn't, it did feel like community in a sense. We were all so bonded, we were traveling, we were together, and it was so kind of
Did you say you were traveling somewhere?
oh,
Well, I guess you weren't literally traveling for them.
we were traveling.
Yeah.
We did, I think we went across like 6 states.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Wow. I love that, and it's so great too, because like now you were in Star Wars Acolyte, which is so good, and like you look so good in that, of just your like even just like the hair and makeup, like that just like such a stepping into these like iconic roles, like you're getting this like infinity gauntlet of Marvel, Star Wars, and like is joining Star Wars Acolyte something that you expected at all?
No, I did the audition and I was like, oh, I can't, like, I'm not picturing that at all. But again, this was another world that I had been a big fan of because my dad was a huge Star Wars fan, so I'd always watch them with him. It was like
Your mom an X-Men fan, your dad a Star Wars fan. They must
Yeah.
be very proud.
they were both like when I grew up, they were both very like specifically for those jobs. My dad was so happy. My dad's the churchest guy ever. When he came to me on set, he was like, oh, so you're getting that second. He was like, please, can I go to the door?
You're not a real dad.
I'm not on a film set. He literally came to my trainer and he was like, I feel like maybe I should go because it might kill magic. I was like, you're an actor. You know this is, what do you mean? Like, he's funny. But yeah, I mean, stepping into that was huge. And because I've been such a huge Star Wars fan growing up, feeling a Jedi was so sick. Like, there's so many steps to get to being on camera. Like, the first basic, like, Padawan grade was so exciting. And all the saber training and the Force training. And we had, like, just kind of Star Wars knowledge classes where we just like sit down and they'd be like, so these are the alien species, and these are the planets, and these are the galaxies.
You have to go to school again.
Yeah. And we had this guy on set who like, we called him the Star Wars Encyclopedia, and we just like basically summon him and he knew everything. He could be like, what chair was in the right corner of episode 12? Like, he was like, and he'd be like, I didn't have that, seriously. Like, how do you know things?
That was a droid, actually. You just had to switch.
He did. He like powers down and crap. He's like,
Is he gonna be all right? No, it's funny, like, especially like growing into these roles. Like, is it weird to like have like homework when you're like saving the world and all these universes? Because you're like going to school while you're like, yeah.
I was actually just having this conversation with my friend Walker, who plays Percy Jackson. We were talking about how we're kind of like, it really takes you out of it, and it really breaks up your day to have tutoring, because you'll be like, to a really emotional scene and you're in it, and then suddenly they're like 15 minutes of tutoring, and suddenly you're doing algebra. And you're like, but I was just saving the world 5 minutes ago, so I don't really understand it's step one. And it's so important for school. I'm so glad I didn't like go to be homeschooled. I'm so glad I kept going to normal school. But it's also incredibly confusing. It's really difficult to maintain your academic level because it's impossible to be focused on something. And it's deeply confusing, but it's also kind of wonderful. And it was really weird that working with Percy and everyone had a tutor except for me. I was like, wait, I don't know tutor. Years into the game, like, I hate tutor.
Did you ever, when you're doing your assignments in classes and then the Star Wars assignment school, did you ever mix it up? You're just like, well, I have to do y equals mx plus b. I have claws in my hands.
Yeah, no, because when I did Acolyte, I was graduating. And it was a very weird combination of like, okay, I've got to run my saber drills in the hotel gym, and then I've got to turn in my like universal literature assignment on like whoever. Like it was very strange. It was
I'm thinking about a little Padawan with a graduation cap. How's that working
So
out for us?
cute.
Yeah.
We need someone to, are the artists here? We need a fan art of that right now.
like that.
You bring up Percy. I love that you're just like so casual. Like, yeah, my friend Walker, just not even Percy himself. We're very excited to see you in Percy Jackson. Guys, Percy Jackson. What was your experience on that set? And like, can you tease anything about your interpretation of the artists?
I can say I had the best time. I mean, they're such a sweet cast. It genuinely. It was so. I mean, we wrapped literally last week. Like I wrapped that when I came here.
Oh my God! Congrats.
Thank you. Yeah, it's been really exciting. I mean, I'm really proud of the work everyone's put in. I'm really excited for everyone to meet the new characters. Last week was a lot of crying, like a lot of crying. So I'm excited about that. But I can't say much other than it's so kind of elevated way it's shot is beautiful. We have such a good cast. I mean, they just announced the gods, so I can talk about it kind of. But this did like 2 weeks straight of kind of old season that was the most fun and like they had the best time. It's great.
I'm so excited. Do you think all of your characters in Marvel and Percy Jackson and Star Wars, like, do you think they'd be fire-mates?
I think some more than others. I feel like Artemis would like all of them because she just like loves women. She loves calling out for women. I've happened to play a lot of very like powerful girls. I am, luckily.
Guys, give it up for women, right?
To be honest, I do feel like Jackie and Laura would not fuck with each other. She'd be like, don't talk too much, and I'd be like, why you make me so roomy? Like, this is good. Yeah. Also, she could be spent. She'd be like, guys, we don't need to fight with each other.
Oh my God, I love that. I'm so excited.
You were very busy. How are you spending your free time? How are you decompressing between? I mean, now sleeping. Okay. Anything else?
I don't really have a free time to do it. Like I just wrapped, and I go to do another thing next week. So I have like 4 days off between productions, which is madness.
But I found time to come out and hang with us.
I did,
But you mentioned.
I like to enjoy my time in nature. I think it's important to make time for your family and for your friends, especially when you're traveling as much time, like kind of away from home. But sleep, guys, sleep is so important. And I didn't realize that until this year. Like I'd awake in such a like, I'll get 3 hours of sleep and be back to home. You would have rest.
It's like you can't really do all-nighters when you're also stimulated.
Well, I'm such a homebody, so my all-nighters weren't even like, oh, I've gone on a bender. Like, I just be all-night training, like, watching movies, and then I'd go to sad, I'd be like, with Akka, why are you so tired? You're all tired. You don't need to do that, you could have just slept. So, like, I just think everyone needs to sleep. Working out is so great for me mentally as well. Like, I'd very like to go to the gym after a day at work and just like, rather than anything.
That sounds really nice. I know we're all thinking about sleep right now.
We're coming up towards the end of MegaCon. I'd love to open it up to the floor. If we have microphones on the sides, if anyone has any questions for the very lovely Dafne Keen. Whoa, Dr. Strange is here.
Good.
Don't blink.
Which are all so polite. Like,
Hi. Tell us your name and your question.
Hi, my name's Mia. My question for you is, you played this incredible character, Linus Overton, in the TV show, His Source Materials, and you spent so many years on that set you think about to grow up. I want to know if there's a particular trait that you really took from Lyra and that really inspires you.
Thank you, that's such a nice question. I think I take a lot from Lyra. I think, like you said, I was playing her from, I believe, 13 to 17, and I had her from before and after that. I think I'm much better at advocating for myself after playing her. I think she was very good about being outspoken, and I think she was very eloquent. And I would like to believe that I picked that from her, and I think she was also very brave about how she loved. And I would like to think that I think she would try to do that. Not all the time, but I try.
Thank you so much. I think much believe.
Thank you. We'll swap between. Tell us your name.
Sure, Ian, and I'm also going to bring us back to the Dark Materials one here. I like the comment about Hugh Jackman being kind of a setback.
Yeah.
And so going back to his Dark Materials, which have some pretty dark themes,
Yeah.
and your dad in the movie, James McAvoy, that's father figure. But how is, like, did you have a set dad on that set?
I mean, James is such a sweet man. He's like wonderful. I saw him a few months ago. I'm always so happy to bump into him. Doing things with him was so fun, just creatively, because his character is so kind of insane. And it was such a fun dynamic for us to play. And he's just like really funny and charming, and it's kind of wonderful. You know. Thank you.
thank you.
Hi.
Hi, I wanted to know, with all the traveling that you've done, if there was a favorite place that you'd like to live in or stay in?
Amazing, great question. The more I travel, to be honest with you, the more I love where I grew up in Madrid, in Spain. I think it's such a wonderful city. It's got such an interest. Yeah, yes, I agree with you.
Mayor of Spain is here.
Yeah. Madrid is just like an incredible place. I think the people are lovely, the food's incredible, the weather's gorgeous. I also think it's just such a safe place. Like, I really took that for granted growing up, and then traveling, really good to some dodgy places, and it's so nice when I go home and I can just be like, wow, I could go for a stroll at night and not be terrified for my life. But other than Spain, I really love Puerto Rico. I had the best time in my life. Yeah, I keep it, honestly, it's fine.
No, you're right. You're right.
You're right. Thank you.
Hi, what is your name?
My name's Rachel. Fine. I know with Afterlife was absolutely incredible, but when you were doing the script reading about us, that everyone seen this, right? Honestly.
Yeah, spoiler trap line, everyone. If you have not heard
When Jeffrey died, did you get like overly emotional for that scene? Like, right, were you like that connected with that character? Like, they're like, oh my gosh, she's gonna die, and you just were like super sad about that.
I mean, I think you always get sad when you play a character that dies. It's always kind of devastating, and you do have like a very weird symbiotic relationship with the characters. But thankfully, Leslie told me that I was gonna die from the first day that I was with her, so I kind of had like 8 months to wrap my head around it. And to be honest with you, the fight scene was so fun that when we got to the portion of me dying, I just didn't have a laugh all day. So they were like, okay, now it's the death beat. And I was like, wait, what? This was the best day ever. And they were like, no, people are dying now. And then they did like really, what did really get me more than the day that we shot to death was randomly on a Sunday I got a call from Presley, and she's like, oh, I'm going to ask you for a favor. And I'm like, what's the favor? And she's like, can you just come into work tomorrow? I was like, are you guys shooting like the next episode? Like, I'm not in the next episode. She was like, just come in. I might have something for you. And I was like, okay. They had me lying on the ground, you guys. Yeah. I was like, okay, no, so I'll just stay here. Like 6 hours? No, great. So that was, I think in that moment, I did really get to contemplate that she died. Whereas the other day, it was kind of, my adrenaline was so in me that I didn't even clock it. And then when I was lying on the ground for hours and hours on end, I was like, oh my God, like it's dead.
Well, she was like, well, I know Daphne loves sleeping, so.
Yeah, no, not good sleeping conditions. It was wet, and I was like impressed, not cool. Anyways, lovely lesson. Thank you.
That's a great question. It's funny. I'm imagining like your dad is probably devastated to see you die in Star Wars.
My dad was honestly like chuffed. Like he was like, "This is so sick."
Your dad's awesome.
My dad was like, "You died by lightsaber?" I was like, "Yeah."
That scene is brutal. And I also love the idea of Leslie telling you like it's the only job in the world where you're like, hey, you're gonna die.
Yeah.
Day one, you're like, you're gonna die.
You're gonna die. Like she told me before I even got cast, we were like having an audition to where she wasn't supposed to tell me I was cast, by the way. And she was like, so it's you. We want you to do it. You're cast. We will kill you and you will be an alien. And I was like, damn, I can't be that.
That's great.
And she was like, okay, cool. Still like Star Wars people will contact you. And then I had to pretend she hadn't got cast. I was like, oh my God, no way. I just told her.
Did you have a code name for Jackie?
I believe I did. Let me see if I can remember that. It was. I feel like it was. Oh my God! It was.
You could say any fruit and we would believe you.
No, because on Star Wars they come up with names that sound like character names.
Right. Okay.
So it was.
Chewbacca.
I think it was Anaya.
Oh.
And we kept calling her because I was like, it sounds like a princess name.
I was gonna say it's a beautiful.
It's a beautiful name. I believe it was Anaya. And my costumer on that, who is now one of my best friends, and I called her, would be like, Princess Nut's coming to set. It was like the ongoing bit. So I believe it was Anaya, yeah.
Oh my God. I love that. Hello, what is your name?
I'm Manuel, and I'm just wondering, what was your favorite outfit for third grade?
Ooh.
From the other? Oh my God. They cut it from Deadpool, but I did a 30-foot jump onto the skull on words, and then I got like pulled back. And that was pretty fun. There's like a whole day of just like really insane jump.
What? Why did they cut it?
Because it was such a long fight. They didn't, like it wasn't good. It was the moment for like them to do that thing. But it was a really fun stunt. I'm really happy I did it.
That's so cool. Now I gotta call Sean.
Cool.
Hey, we need the behind. We need the footage. Thank you. Hello, what is your name?
I'm Christopher. Do you think that you'll be the next Wolverine? Like after Hugh Jackman stops playing Wolverine, you think they're gonna like continue on like playing Dorothy?
Yeah,
Daphne?
Yeah, that would, I mean, that would be great. I don't think he's stopping anytime soon, but that'd be fun. Till he's 90, yeah.
You can wear Henry Cavill's white tank top.
It will be a dress on me. It will be a 90, I'll be like swimming.
That's great. Thank you.
Thank you.
What is your name?
My name is Marquise. My question was, I recently graduated from film school, and I just wanted to know, like, what advice would you give to someone who is wanting to step into that industry?
Stepping into the industry.
Okay. I think it depends on what kind of side of the industry you want to step into, but I think having good, solid friends and people who got your back is really important because they keep very competitive and things can get a little bit ugly. And so it's always nice to have people that you trust in your corner, and I think it's really important to do things that you're passionate about and not just take things for the sake of doing things, so just do things that you're passionate about and have people who you love and who care about you. I'll give it back. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's just really nice, thoughtful advice, just in general, too. Like surrounding yourself with people. I mean, the world is scary out there. So,
It's
like,
terrifying.
yeah, just having people, like, we're all thinking of that person for us.
Yeah.
It's good to have that. Hello, Spider-Man.
Hello, I'm David, this is Anthony. We just have a quick question. So obviously you've collaborated with Brian, you and Deadpool and Wolverine. Who would you like Laura Kinney to meet in the Marvel universe?
I I've kept saying this because I think they'd be great duo, but I feel like Yelena and X-23 would be a
Oh, yes. Yes. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hello, Ankar. What is your name?
My name is Havana, and that question is, if X-23 was gonna battle anyone in combat in the Marvel Universe, who would she?
Oh god.
Doom.
See, and you would think I would buy it, but I'm not going to buy it.
Next try.
That was a good try, sorry. Who would she like? I don't know if she would, but I feel like it would be a sick battle to see her and Sabretooth. Like, kind of really woman.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
Great question. Hello, what's your name?
I'm Ronnie. My question is, what movie did you enjoy working on more, Logan or Deadpool and Wolverine?
I don't think I can answer that because there were such different experiences that they're kind of incomparable. I mean, I think I was so much more aware on Deadpool, but I think I learned so much more on Logan just because it was such a longer duration and so much younger. And it was so much, I think Deadpool really felt like a blockbuster after we were making it, which was so incredible in its own way. And then Logan felt so kind of scrappy ending, which it wasn't at all, but it felt much that way when it's wonderful in that way. So it's just completely different. But I had an amazing time with both productions.
Thank you, Daphne.
Yeah, it really is just like a perfect double feature. I mean, it feels like the same story. I mean, not even the fact that they dig up Logan at the beginning and Wolverine, but you know, just having those two together is like, well, what a resume, and I can't wait to see what you do next.
Thank you.
Hello, Dr. Strange.
Hey,
Are you FaceTiming someone?
So my question is, which set did you like better between Deadpool, Acolyte, and Percy Jackson?
Oh my god.
What's the coolest set?
The coolest, like, do you mean like the vibe on set, or do you mean like the actual set, like the set?
Like, which set did you like working on best?
The kind
Like production design or like vibes?
And like,
Just vibes.
the vibe, I guess. Again, it's so, it feels like a cop out, but they are such different sets. Like, Percy just feels like, it genuinely does feel like a kid's show. It feels so sweet, and it's like little family, and everyone's like, the actors are so young, and so it's so lovely to be on a set where everyone is so excited, and the boys care so much. Like, I would on my first day, and I was like, I'm never gonna love it, because I call Arya and Walker like, very, like, fired up with the producer being like, but that doesn't make sense, that Percy's doing materials in book 5, and I'm like, oh, I love you, like, you're perfect, like, this is exactly
It
what.
was the same guy doing the Star Wars dictionary.
Yeah, exactly. But you're the main actor. This is your job.
Right.
Anyway, so that's one vibe, and it's such a lovely, warm, kind of wonderful set. And then you have Deadpool, which is like Ryan cracking deeply inappropriate jokes. Just completely different energy, and it's such a machine. Like, we were there, and there were like so many cameras, which is insane, and so many like incredible actors. And then you have, like we said, Logan, which felt like we were traveling on the road for months, and we were all staying in the same hotels, and it's like we're on location, and oh my god, there's like, well, people are getting sick, and the mosquitoes are insane, and it's so hot, but it's so fun, and it really. So I genuinely can't compare that. I had such a good time with all of them, and I feel very lucky that I got to take away so many different things from each experience, and I don't feel like I've had an experience on my read that's felt like another experience on the read, which is, I think, so rare.
What's the dream?
Yeah.
Truly. Thank you.
thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, what is your name?
My name is Errol Severa. I was just curious, besides the movies that you work with, is there any film that you really like all time that really responds to you differently?
Such a good question. Yeah, I mean, I'm a huge movie buff. I'm like, yeah, I'm not that much. But I think I'm gonna actually coming back to it. It feels very, not almost so should we say that there's, whenever I find myself in like a kind of a sad or low state, I always come back to this movie called Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
Yeah, shout out to man, shout out to man.
Exactly.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
That is such a good movie. I sometimes I wish we had that technology for real.
Yeah, all the time.
all the time.
This is my daily life. Embrace that.
I don't want to remember that.
Embrace that.
Hello, what is your name?
Hi, my name's Jeff. I was just curious, is there any franchise that you'd like to join? They're going to come and act for it.
Oh my god, so many. I mean, I've always been a huge fan of James Bond. I'd love to do something with James Bond universe. Yeah, honestly, I'm gonna stick to that, James Bond. I'd love to do something with them.
Do you wish you want to die in that movie, or?
I do whatever they want me to do.
Okay.
I'll be like bathroom girl number 10. Number 10? I don't care.
I love it.
First emo Bond.
Yes, that'd be amazing.
Oh my, you would kill it as a secret agent.
That'd be fun.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Did you re-ask a question?
Yeah.
Seems you're good at it. What's your question?
Do you think you'll ever need backing if Wolverine's son?
I don't know. Look, I'm just employed. I don't know what to say. I just show up.
You actually did need it, but then you got the Eternal Sunshine of the
Exactly.
Spotless Mind technology.
Eventually.
Yeah. Hello, what is your name?
Hi, I'm Leanne.
Hi.
And my question is on Percy Jackson and Artemis. We know that Artemis has a close relationship with Zoe and Dahlia and Grover as well. But were there any unexpected partnerships or duos that Artemis had that you found to be really sentimental or like banter is really good? Like when you go say Camp Half, like you should meet Clarice and argue with her.
That's a great question.
Yeah, can you tell us some spoilers?
Yeah, so in episode 2, no, it's just down short. Would kill me.
With the lightsaber.
With the lightsaber, yes. Without spoiling too much, I was very pleasantly surprised at how easy the banter with Hubert, who plays Apollo, was. And honestly, with the gods, like I'm really close with Jennifer, who plays Twitter. She's amazing. And just in general, like all the stuff with the gods is amazing. And I loved working with, I think, which was surprising to me because they don't have that much, but Annabeth and Artemis is very useful to me. She was protector Artemis to her. And all my season they were amazing. She's just so tapped in, so wonderful. But yeah, and I mean, people who do friendships are like such good friends of mine now. I was just literally on the phone to smart time thing thought into I was in the community there. Just the great friends we had. Exactly.
Thank you. Hello, what is your name?
Hello, my name's Cameron. I just love you. That's kind of the she's my favorite comic book character. So to see that come to life was just ecstatic for me. If you were to have a plot for X-23 as a girl, what would that be?
Oh my god. I mean, I think she's such an interesting character. There's so many angles that you could pull from. I think there's so much into comics that we could pull from. I don't want to say too much because I don't.
So don't spoil something in the future?
Not spoiled, but like I don't want to say something that then Jake just said. Does that make sense?
Yes, true.
I'm a little bit superstitious, but yeah, again, there's some really cool stuff out there that they've read that I've been. Obviously, I've been eyeing since I was a bit young, but we should read something of this. Yeah. Thank you very much.
I forgot to tell you, I have X-23 in Fortnite. She's just, you can buy her in the shop, but plays her.
I actually found out about this because of Walker a couple of years ago. Walker was like, "You don't know Fortnite?" I was like, "No, I'm not." He was like, "Yes, you are."
Literally, yeah, you actually
literally, you are. Then maybe you can send me a photo.
Oh my god.
Like, based on everything.
Just like, what is Percy's name in Fortnite?
Literally, someone please give that boy a skin. Like, I'm actually begging you.
Yeah, no, we will.
Contact Fortnite.
We'll talk to Fortnite, yeah. We have time for just a couple more. Hi, what is your name?
It's me. I was just wondering what was your favorite part of playing X-23?
I really love her physicality. I think that's so special. I think especially as a young girl to be told, as someone who was a ballet dancer, who was doing things, and I was being told constantly to like do more boys and more put together to get to a set and have a strong company to be like, really, like, don't be perfect, like be messy, be wild, do like be an animal race. It's really kind of freeing. And also I think it's really special to play a character who's Hispanic and who's cool and who is a hero. We're so used to seeing, I guess, Hispanic characters as like the kind of hitman and the stupid people who get like, killed in the first 5 minutes of the movie. And it's really special to have her be a central character, for her to be kind of so intelligent and so complex. I mean, I think that was really special thing for me. Yeah. Thank you.
Great question. Hello, what's your name?
My name is Shane. I just want to thank you for your work in Logan. I took my sister when she was 9 to go see that as her first rated R movie. And she's a very first rated R movie as a kid. By the way, I just wanted to ask if you couldn't get into acting. I kind of heard you mention ballet. If you could have been an actor at such a young age, what profession would you want to go into?
I mean, I definitely be doing something creative. I'm not for the sciences, unfortunately. No, I'm just not for like, I actually can't. Like, it actually doesn't work that way. But I've always kind of thought about that. I write a lot. Maybe I'd be a script writer, maybe I'd be a director of photography. Maybe I would have been a dancer. I was a circus performer. I maybe would prefer to do that. But I'm really glad I found acting. I kind of found acting coincidentally, and it's genuinely glad I would say it's still on in my life. It's so happy that I can't believe I get to do this sort of thing, and thanks for not keeping in a position where I get to the character I'm really passionate about with every character. Thank you.
I love that. And the best part about being a wonderful actor is that you can just play someone who's doing something else that you want to do.
So sad.
Guys, please help me give it up for the one and only, the lovely Dafne Keen! Thank you so much. Thank you. I think this is the last MegaCon, so thank you so much for spending this Sunday afternoon, and please get home safe. Thank you guys.